Brother Marines, we have returned again today, on this day, which today happens to be a holiday. It's here in good old Canada. Yeah, Thanksgiving. Wow! Brother Marines, happy Thanksgiving to all of the people who celebrate Thanksgiving on this day. But if it is on another day of which that you celebrate Thanksgiving, that is an entirely, totally, alternatively valid day to be giving thanks for the thankful giving. So, Brother Marines, let's put out some music. Seems pretty chill. Seems pretty good. Welcome to the stream. It's a hobby hangout. It's just going to be relaxed. Not meant to be too high octane. We're not going super crazy. This isn't Golden Demon. This is just the gross antics of a lone space marine trying to make his way in the galaxy. So, what do we got on the table today for our hobby stream hours alternate hour Slathe? Welcome to Slathe, the Space Maroon. So what do we got? What do we got today? Well, we got a lot. There's a lot to do. I have about 20 Space Marines on the table, and what am I going to be doing today? Well, just keeping it simple. Keeping it simple. Because it's just doing this slow step by step, and it's just base coating. It's just base coating. Nothing to go crazy about. We're not gotten to the part where we're going to be doing all the layering and the shading. We're not at that point yet. We will be getting to that point very soon, because there's only so much left at the end of this mega batch to get all the base coating done. So all of you who have been patient at home, especially me, I'm the most patient out of everyone. I'm the most. Well, we're gonna crawl our way there. Let's see, we got these ones, and then when they're done, there's 10 more. That'll be a little mini project. It's gonna need some splatches. And there's gonna be about 35 after that. And then when those 45 Marines are gonna be all said and done and all base coated properly, right? Well, that's when I'll start moving on to different layering. Wow. I mean, who would have thought that you'd want to be doing this foundational work first, you know? It's insane to think about, but sometimes you gotta do what needs to be done. It's gonna be a slow plotting process, or process, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Your pronunciation of the word is quite important, regionally, locally, or in your different alternate universe. So, gotta get our GW brand handle, painting handle, right? You know, I don't want Do I want to call this something else? I don't know, maybe. I'll leave that for other people to decide, because, you know, if I call it something else, that might be gross. So, Brother Marines, strap yourselves in, boys. We're in for some chop. Let's go over to the corner here. Whoops, that's not right. Whoa, okay, yep, there we go. Alright. Let's get our handle here for our painting operation. And then what do I got here on the table? Well, let's pull them down here so we can see the whole cast of characters that I'm going to be working on today. And then I think the plan for today is just going to be backpacks. So I have this example model here, which is going to be how it's an example exactly is well, that's the side of the backpack that I want to get done. So it's just showing me that's the right side. Paint that side. So he's going to be here. He's the example. What's going on there? Alright. And then the cast of characters that I'll be working on today, well, a lot of them are going to be very familiar. These are going to be all the different Marines that I have been working on for the last forever and eternity and a half. So let's pull them all down here. This whole cast of characters. These are Assault on Blackreach Space Marines. Oh, aren't they beautiful? Oh, let's shake the camera even more. I hope you're not feeling sick. If you have nausea problems or fast moving problems, then I would just recommend, instead of watching it directly, right? just open it up on different browsers and phones and devices that you have, right? So you have it in stereo sound, so you'll get the sound experience enhanced, and the visual, you know, you might want to avoid that for your own regurgitatory problems and issues. So, just so you don't get sick, right? I want to make sure that I'm looking out for you, because it's important, you know, because I kind of need that. I need you to be okay. As if you're not, then get better, like right now. I know that helps, doesn't it? All the time. So, let's put these toys back here, and we're gonna just one at a time just go over the backpacks with the right side in mind. I'll just put these over here. Good enough. Good enough. They don't need to be all totally out of the way. So, all right. This crane arm, just because of the way it's positioned, it's right in front of me. So, like, I'm probably gonna bump it a bunch. So just I don't know, Ark of the Covenant it maybe, you know? Like, if it happens, don't look directly at it. Okay, it will fix momentarily. But I'm probably gonna bump it like a lot. So, let's just get that out of the way, because that's gonna be kind of important. So, on this hangout, hanging out. I wonder if I should bring back or on the Hangouts, where I would sit in like a chat room on like one of the servers, like on the Bloodhounds chapter server. You know, there's a link in the description below if you're not already in the Discord. You know, and then I could have people pop in and pop out, and could be chatting with people. That was a nice feature, wasn't it? Maybe we could bring that back. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. It's probably not coming back. So, let's get some Space Marines done. Is that in focus? There we go, that's in focus. Wow. Alright. Focus. So I'm gonna need to do this half of it. Okay, and then while I'm here, I might as well just get all the vents on them too. Just do the whole shenanigans here with these backpacks. Let's get some paint up here. And some medium. That sounds like a good idea. Oh, wow. So what do I have left in the trusty old dying paint pot from before that I mixed some medium into it? Wow, this is like a ghost. Let's just keep, like, this is paint necromancy here that you're watching. Like these are the forbidden techniques that you're not supposed to do, but like dark painters in like the halls of darkness that use only shades. They know what I'm talking about. Alright, so let's see. Am I in focus here? Let's see, is that... How does it focus? Does it focus? You gotta love it when the camera definitely shits the bed. Alright, so... Well, I might as well get this skull while I'm here. Because that's gonna need to get done. Come on. Come on, camera. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you, camera. Wonder what that's about. Why doesn't it refocus sometimes? Focus, camera, focus. And then other times where it focuses and it's not supposed to. Wait, what if I get really close? No. Well, it's a mystery. The camera has a mind of its own, which seems to not be controllable. You know, I could look into getting a better camera, a second camera that's at a higher quality. So I think that this camera, I forget if it's, I don't think it's 1080p. Clearly it's not. So I should probably look into getting like a second camera. Maybe work out a better rigging setup so that way things aren't getting bumped and knocked around. Maybe at one point have like a dedicated area for this, because like really I'm just doing this in my this is like my normal sitting area right here. This is just my regular everyday normal guy sitting area. Just right in front of the computer and everything. Which I'm kind of presuming that would make sense. Most people that would be on this platform are probably in a close proximity to a computer. That's likely a given. Perhaps I am underestimating the common knowledge of that. Wow, that went on really shiny. Is it going to stay like that? And that's probably because of the amount of medium that I mixed in, but either way, it will likely go matte later on with a wash or something anyway, so it's not a huge problem. It's barely an issue. All right, so that's pretty much it. So I'm going to be doing this half with the black and then doing the vent. You know, I should actually, while I'm doing the things, I should probably do this one as well. Just so I don't have to come back to that later. I'll just get the areas there that I'm going to be doing with, like, some silver later on. So just might as well. It's one of those, like, I'm here, I'm getting it done. Let's get it done. Oh, there's a spot that was missed from before. Oh, past Slathe, you fucked it. You missed a spot. You missed it on both sides. Oh no, that means now I'm gonna have to check each and every one of them. I'm gonna have to check each and every one of them for the little, like, the little crotch vent. The little, like, the joint there. Alright. Well, let's, I'll put this guy to the side then. I'll put him with the other example marine. So that way they're all just in front of me and I can just quickly just look down, see him and go, yep, that's the right way to do it. Alright. Okay, this guy looks like he has... Oh, this one's a little bit weak on that side, so I'll just touch that up. Yeah, it looks like it was a bit thin at the time, it looks. Alright, so that's easily fixable. That's nothing. Alright, now... Oh, there's also some... This one looks like it needs another layer or something. Alright. Well... Oh, it's convenient. It's also got the skull backpack. So it's just like repeating the exact same thing. That's very convenient. Is it going to focus now? Does it focus if I do like this? Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with the focus on this thing. It just has a mind of its own. So definitely, I think a better camera. Because right now, the one that's pointed at me, this is the good camera. Like, I probably should have that one pointed at the models, but the thing is that one doesn't have a light. So to set up a light, I would need like I have a ring light, but I'd need to do a whole different setup where it's got the camera and where it's got the light. I would need another crane neck clip. I would need something like that to get this to work. Or I would need some other kind of mounting for the camera or for the light, effectively. Because what I have just wouldn't be able to cut it. This camera, unfortunately, while it's got its clear flaws, is at the moment it's the best suited one, requiring the least to get it to kind of go. So I'll just have to remind myself in the future. Look into a new camera setup. Find some kind of rig. And I think another thing I want to do is I want to ditch the headset. I kind of want to get one of those kind of crane mics. So that way I don't have to, you know, wear the headset the whole time. Because the thing it's not that much weight, but after enough time, right? So I think I might want to get one of those crane mics. Because that seems like that would work better. And then I could even use that for like when I'm doing like voice acting or something. Or I could, because I think I can, it gets a, I don't know, it's got that little protector or whatever, right? So I think that, what is it? That stops it from peaking. So you can like yell into it and stuff like that. Ugh, gross. Oh, here comes the crew. What's with the ghostly face in the top left? Did you see it? Look up there. Did you see it? Alright, so I need to go to the vents. Yeah, I was just saying how this camera has like a mind of its own on when it decides to focus or not. Most of the time not. But then there's the every so often where it just decides, yeah, I think now is the time that I'm going to decide to focus on something. And then either it fucks it up, or it just gets it spot on, and then you have to kind of like hold that position. So I'm probably gonna need to look into a new camera. So right now I'm just kind of like thinking out loud of just kind of would-be nices. While also kind of coming to terms with what it is I have available. Completely under par equipment. Alright, so I need to look into new equipment. And that's alright. Is it gonna focus? Okay. It's just gonna do what it wants. This camera's a bad bitch. And it'll do what it wants. Uh-oh. Wait. Can you swear on YouTube now? Are you allowed to? Uh-oh. Cancel Slathe. Cancel Slathe. Said a bad word. That's gross. You can't say bad words. Alright, that looks like that's in the good enough stage for now. So then that's one more done. Alright, let's put example marine right there, and then done marines We're gonna go over here. The Dun Marines. Oh, that's like something you would hear in... Oh, it's the Dunmer. The Dun Marines. Here comes the Dun Marines. Alright. Flamer Dude, you're gonna get your thing next. Oh, that's pretty much the same. So I just gotta do like that part, and then this one's gonna be mostly done up. Wait, if I shake this upside down, I think it should bring more of the loose paint from the bottom into the shovel scoop thing. So I just need to remember, shake it upside down. Alright. And then, where am I going to start on this? I'm going to start with this center thing. And this paint's already pre-thinned. It's been thinned upon thinned upon thinned. But it's also the bottom of the pot. So it's going to be, of the thinned, I imagine, it's going to be some of the most potent? No. Not viscous. Pigmented? Pigmented? Now I got myself questioning how to pronounce words. So, let's get a little bit of a slap of a tickle of some paint onto this marine. So I can move on to the next one. And then after I've moved on to the next one, I can move on to the next one, and move on to the next one. And we can get this thing just churning out. Because I want to get that group photo. And I want to get it relatively soon, like within the next decade. So I want to have as many figures painted to a minimum standard that I have selected. And I want to have them all grouped together in a nice class photo. Everybody gets their time to shine in the sun. Alright. Oh, there's some spots that were missed from before. Looks like I did. Hit those now. That's good. The double check procedure is real. Is that fresh? Yeah, it's fresh. Alright. Oh, whatever. Cleanup's gonna be a step in the future anyway, so I don't have to worry about a little speck or a spot. Doesn't matter if you make tiny mistakes. Some people get furious if you do. Oh no. Tiny mistake. It's ruined everything. I think the only time that I would get really mad about a tiny mistake that ruins everything would be someone offering to help you and then like saying that they know exactly what needs to be done and then applying their own methods and logic and preferences to a very preset style. That I would never forgive. GW butt plug. Nice, I mean gross. Yes. Oh, no. Don't want to shake that. GW butt plug. Brought to you by Bandai. The leading edge in butt plug technology. I don't know if that's true or not, so I can't really give them that endorsement. I'd have to like see Bandai's butt plug product range to really give it the Slathe approval. You know, like, Bandai, give me a shout out. Send me your butt plug. I'll let people know if it's good. This music really is chill, hey? Chill. That's the way I want it to be. This is a chill show. But remember, this is not Golden Demon. This is just base coating. Base coating grossly. That's kind of like speaking moistly. And that's why, you know, it's Slathe the Space Marine. Welcome to the channel. I'm Slathe, the Space Marine. Not to be confused with the metal band Slathe, but check them out. Slates are pretty cool. They got some good songs. Go check them out. Slathe. That's right. They're like a metal band. Go check them out. But I still have to kind of stick to my guns on that one, and I gotta say, like, how can you have a band called Slathe and I'm not even in it? Like, that's kind of shenanigans. Come on, do better, guys. Right? Like, maybe they were trying to get my attention. Maybe they were trying to, you know, be like, hey, Slathe, we're calling to you. Join the band. And I was just kind of like, why aren't I in the band, man? How could you have a band called Slathe without me? Need Powerballed hobby stream sometime. Ballad. Power ballad. Fuck, Powerballed. You got Powerballed. Alright, so I'm gonna need to get pokey things. And then maybe do the ball vent again. The jetpack, I suppose. Or the jets, the turbines. It's kind of unclear as to what people say that's like their exhausts for all the heat. But then you go back to the old stuff and the backpack was a jetpack, and some versions of the jetpack are used for stability on low grav worlds and all that kind of stuff. So I think these vents are more than just vents. Right? They actually have a different purpose to them than just getting heat out of the pack. Or maybe that is the whole purpose, but they use it. They use it in a way that pushes them around. Yeah, so gross, Java. So gross. This is a rare select group of people that we have here. I got the best. I have the cream of the crop. I have the best at the top. Like you like scrape it off and there's like cheese in there, and that, oh man, it's great, right? There are some other people that do the YouTube and they think they got great audiences, right? I mean, they've got large audiences. But that doesn't mean that they've got great audiences, right? And they say that they have the best audiences, and they probably have some of the best in it. But then there are others that lessen that greatness. Unlike here, which would be unfortunate to lose, right? You know, it being made lessened by essentially diluting the quality of the audience and the people that are, you know, of you, right? Bringing in lessers. I don't know if I would want that. That's why it's perfectly fine just the way that it is. Right? Why ruin a good thing? Right? Why ruin paradise? Paradise, think about that. Your own private, personal paradise. And you just tell everybody where it is? Then suddenly everybody's there. Now paradise has a line. Reaches capacity. That doesn't sound very good. Is that chaos trim? Which one? Is which one chaos trim? This guy right there on the leg? No, that's whatever the symbol was from Attack on Blackreach. I think it was meant to be some kind of veteran symbol. It was on the models that were in on Attack on Blackreach. Like, it's on the Dreadnought. I don't know if it was on the Terminators, because it's kind of similar to the Crooks, but it's not quite the same. It's just kind of like a T plus sort of thing. Alright, so I think that's that for that backpack. So that's 5 backpacks down. And then after the backpacks, it's going to be on to helmets, but I need to be a little bit more cautious on that one. I need to slow that one down, because I'm going to need to split them up into these quad helmet ones and then these 50-50 helmet ones. Did you see it? Alright. So if there's 5 done, that means that there's 15 left. And if I continue at this rate, then I think that actually might turn into all 15 of them, well, all 20 of these, getting to this step by the end of this. If I just continue at this path. That's if I'm not taking any breaks, if I'm not, like, pulling out a smoking the bong, the chiba, right? Gross, right? Then, you know, I might, if I just buckle down and just like just work at it and just work at it, talk, just kind of hang out, right? Thanks for hanging out and all that, obviously, because that's what makes it the hangout. Otherwise, it's just crazy guy rants for 2 hours and starts putting on tinfoil hats. That's right. That's why this type of programming is brought to you and created effectively by people like you. The most amazing audience on YouTube. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure that, like, Mr. Raffle Waffles has, like, a way better community. So. Alright, let's continue among these backpacks until it's all done. Do not stop until it is done. Choose your target and fire until it is dead. These are the teachings of the Adeptus Astartes, as used and utilized by the Space Marines, the Emperor's chosen, his angels of death, knowing no sickness or blightness. They know no fear. They have weapons, tactics, and machines. They are the Emperor's righteous fury, and they are his armored will and might. They are his mailed fist, the Emperor Space Marines. That's right, it gets pretty intense. Right, you need to... But then that's why you need to just slow it down for a minute, right? Because this is relaxed show. This isn't Golden Demon. Welcome to Slathe the Space Marine. This is my hobby hangout. If you want to hang out, check out the Only Hounds in the chat, right? Java, thank you for that. You know, we got to make sure that the bot remembers to send people up the link, right? On Only Hounds. And that's how you get the top tier lewd material as requested by the top tier fan base. They all just want to see my butthole. But, you know, that's gross. So that's why we don't do that, right? That's why we don't... none of that exists. And we don't even mention that. None of this was even said. You are hallucinating. We don't gaslight you here on Slathe the Space Marine, but you're wrong. Alright, so... let's pull off the 6th. Let's remove the 6th Space Marine from the thing here. Alright, number 7. Oh, he's got another one of these vent... It's like a surprise every time I turn these around. Because I have them all facing me. So every time I, like, plug it in and then I turn it around, it's like a refreshing little surprise. It's like a Kinder Egg. Right? Like, what's inside? I don't know. Make sure that you remove the yellow thing before you try to eat it. Kinder Surprise. What's inside your Kinder Surprise? A visit to the emergency room? So what happened? Why are you here? My son swallowed a Kinder Surprise? Like the toy? No, like the whole yellow egg thing. Ma'am, I'm sorry to break it to you, but your son's just not made it for this world. He ate the yellow thing from the Kinder Surprise. And I'm sorry, but we euthanized him out back. Out back? That's right, we used this surgical shotgun. It seemed like the only way. The only way? The only way. Salmonella. Man, these songs really are just relaxed. This is the perfect tone for this. I'm gonna need to find more of this for the future. This is just nice. Nice and peaceful, nice and calm. It's got the perfect tone for this. Where it's just kind of just trying to just get this job done on this. It's not super precise. It's not song, story, battle hour. This is just the grind. Welcome to the grind. I'm Slathe the Space Marine. Welcome to the hobby grind. Where we do the work that you don't want to do, and that's why you have an entire field of gray plastic in your basement. Alright, oh, this bolter's gonna need a little bit of a splash. Just so that way it's got a more opaque layer to that. Is there anything I missed on this? Is there anything? Alright, looks like this one's good. Salmonella Kinder Chocolate. That is the surprise. Alright, let's get that there. Alright, number 8? Number 8? 8? I think this is number 8. Oh, you know what? I might want to do some of these areas, like this part of this belt. I'm gonna get that now with some. I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna get some. Because I'm probably going to do those sections either with gold, or I'm just going to want to make it stand out compared to the rest of the strap with like a different tone of like a brown leather sort of thing. Brown on red, and I'm pretty sure brown on black. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it looks different. So, oh, a skull guy. Does that even show up? Come on, camera. Come on. Please. Maybe if I could do this. If I, like, go away from it for a second. And then I come back. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to solve the camera issue. It just has a mind of its own, and it decides when it's going to focus and when it's not going to focus. So that might be an issue. I'm going to need a solution to that one. Probably sooner than later, right? Sooner than later is, I imagine, better for, you know, people's sanity. Michi used to shake his Kinder eggs. Is that how you know if they're, like, rotten? Like, if they float, they're rotten. And if they sink, then that's the good shit? I don't know, is it just me, or did Kinder Eggs always just kind of suck? You got this, like, guy on, like, a bicycle or something with, like, some stickers, and you put them on, and then the thing just sucks. I mean, I guess it's like a cheap toy that you're getting with a can, like, but it's still. What the fuck? They should have put something cool in there. Do some promotional tie-ins or something. Wouldn't get... I was shaking them to see if the toys had more or less parts, so I wouldn't get doubles. That would be terrible. Alright, so I think that one... We'll call that one done. Alright, so that's 8. Alright, so I'm going to grab another 8. What am I doing with time? 43 minutes? Alright. Let's grab another 8. Wait, what's that going to create? It's going to create 16? That's a weird number. That's a weird number. So wouldn't it make more sense just to grab the other 4 as well? That way it makes, like, all the rest of them. Right, that makes more sense. Oh, boy. Do I have the energy to power through it, though? Oh, did you see it? I mean, did you? Did you see it? Did you? Did you see it? Are you sure? Are you sure you saw it? Did you? Did you, though? Did you really see it? Have you seen it? Are you sure you did? You know that movie with It, the clown? Alright. So remember, this is an adult show for grown-ups, okay? For for big people. You gotta be tall. You gotta be at least this tall to be on this show. Or to watch it, even. This is an adult program. With adult themes and adult content. For adults. Grown up. Big. Get rid of the little uns. They don't get to be here because that's not what this is all about. So. Alright. Now that it's just us grown-ups, we can do a mature thing. I can have a cigarette if I like. Even if it's considered gross. So. Wow. Well, boost a seat? Boost a seat? I'm just slouching. I am just slouching. So, oh, happy Thanksgiving from Jackler1. Oh, Jackler1 in the chat. We got mod power now. We got mod power. We got seniority. Jackler1 going all the way back to like the epic narrator days, right? Ooh, that's a callback. That's a throwback Thanksgiving, right? Right now is the gross power hour of the power hours where I get to sit back and have a cigarette, because, I mean, why not? Oh no. Oh no. I can't believe he's decided to start smoking a cigarette on his own show. How dare he do that? Doesn't he know that it's gross, it's bad for his health? It's bad for his teeth and his viewers. He might give them secondhand smoke through their television screens or their phones or whatever it is. Doesn't he think about the people? Doesn't he understand? Oh, Jackler's gross too. Oh, Java just coming in hot. Coming in hot. Oh man. So I'm liking this one. This one's just really relaxed. It's chill, right? I like this background track. Like, it's just chill vibes, relaxing gaming music. 3 hours. All right, so that means I could go for 3 without switching the soundtrack. That'd be pretty nice, right? Wow, Jacka gross. That sounds like one of the Pokemons, but it's got like a pumpkin for a head. So it's Metagross, but instead of it being like made out of metal, it's made out of pumpkin and it's got like stock legs. The Halloween variant of Metagross. So let's see. Got through 8 of them so far. 45 minutes in. I think that, you know, I could get at least 8 more done. And if I push it, I could. Okay, just there's a big could on that one, right? I could get the other 4. So 12, and then that would be 20 backpacks in total. 20. Count them. 1, 2, 20. Because the other ones are ... You don't need to count those ones. So, that means that would be what, 1 step closer to having them finished. Then all I would need to do is the helmets. And then I get to move on to an entirely different squad. And I get to do something that you'll look at me like I'm a madman when I do it. You'll be like, why? Why are you doing this? And I'll be like, I have my reasons for this madness. And it will all become clear when it's all said and done. That's just a little bit of a preview, a peek, if you will, into the future. It's a nice time. It's a nice time of year. Welcome to the stream. This is the Hobby Hangout, where it's all pretty chill. This isn't Golden Demon. Heard that one before, haven't you? This isn't Golden Demon. This is just base coating. We're just base coating. Grossly. This is gross coating. Welcome to gross coating. Rico's gross coats. So. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. I can see it now. I can picture it. But I want to get to that moment where I'm able to put all the toys on the table. Right? And I get these photos. Maybe I'll get some video of it, right? And they're all in their different battle companies and reserve companies and all that. They're all nicely put in places. That's what I'm gonna be really happy with that. And then there's gonna be lots of stuff to fill into that. But it doesn't stop there. No, because then there's gonna need to be more toys to fill in all the empty spots. Wow, Primaris. More Primaris. And if they're available, more of I want to get those Horus Heresy ones, the beaky ones with the tank. I want to get the beaky box with the tank. I probably missed that boat entirely, but I want to get the beaky box with the tank. Oh man, it'll be great. Michi told us he sucks trees. Luke made me cry. Luke, I don't know if you're watching, Luke, right? But you gotta be nice to everyone, okay? Luke, you have to be nice. You have to be nice to everyone. And if you ask why, well, you're just gonna have to wait, and I'll explain why you have to be nice. It's because it's your birthday, okay? You don't want to be that guy on your birthday, Luke. Happy birthday, by the way. You want to be the good birthday guy on your birthday. Why? Why, you might ask? What's with, like, the puppet hands? I don't know. It's a puppet show now, with little hand puppets. So, now that the puppet show's over, we can get back to work. We can just pump these out like there's been no pumping that's ever been done before. Motivation, pushing it forward, punching through Betamax. You know, that sounded cooler in my head before I said it, and then it suddenly didn't sound so cool, did it? Let's do this! Alright. Let's go to the thing. I'm in the corner now. I'll finish up El Cigarrito. But wait. There's more! Because if I'm doing a break, I'm going to be braking hard, right? So that way, I get to have that pit stop, and I get to be recharged, and I get rejuvenated, right? The motivation in the situation that comes to me, right, circumstantially, at my own discretion. This is how I do the ninja disappear, right? Ninja disappear. Technique. Dragon sword! Gross. All right. Gross. Welcome to the Gross. I'm Gross, the Gross Marine. We're just grossing. We're just gross coding. It has to be said. It's practically, at this point, a catchphrase. Death! Ah! Alright. Where's Antonio Jesus? Well, you know, I guess he missed it. Shout out to Antonio Jesus. Now it focuses? Now it focuses? I just put this on the table and then it focused. What the hell? That's the gross part. There we go. Pardonnez-moi.
Empty spaces, what are we living for? Abandoned.
Alright, hopefully I'm back now. Alright. Let's get some paint onto the palette. Oh no! Yeah. Let's live up. Let's live up to the expectations. This is the grossest Warhammer channel on all of the universe. Even ones on, like, alien planets. Where they eat their mucus. Ugh. If I just disappear at one point, it's because I'm dying. But you know, traditions are traditions. If they're not traditions, then what's the point of them? Oh, does that mean I gotta do a drunk stream? Right? Gotta do a drunk stream and sing Smash Mouth. Oh man, wow. Sorry. Ugh. It's alright though. It's alright. Because all that means is that there could be a redemption arc. A redemption arc! Wow. Redemption. Alright, so I think that's that for that one. Blech. Wait, which one's this one? Alright. This one doesn't have a thing in the middle. Well, I guess it's got that skull. I can go off of that. This one's got more just open surface area. It's got like rivets in the vents there. So it's something to be able to use as some markers. Probably need a little bit more paint on the palette there. Running low. Alright. Will I make it? Yes, I will. The stream will go down and die before I give up on this one. That one had his leg gap needed to get done. Oh, wait. No, this guy's not done. I still have those prong vents and the trim of the globe thing, vent, exhaust, jet, stabilizer. So that's 2. Should I mix things up and do a sergeant? Alright. Sergeant coming at you. Is that his name? I don't know, maybe. Slap this in all over the place. It's thin enough that it's fine. Ugh. Alright, now this side. I suppose it kind of makes sense to do a sergeant now. If there's 11 of them that have had their backpacks done, right? Sorry for tapping the camera. If there's 11 of them that have their backpacks done, right, they're gonna need some supervision. Oh, what's going on here? Totally missed that. Don't forget to slap the paint on thick. Well, it's kind of hard to do when the paint's all been pre-thinned. This paint's been thinned upon thinned upon thinned. It's the high on high of thin. Right? Like it's been mixed with painting medium several times, and then it was the bottom of the pot of that, and then I put more painting medium into it. So it has been thinned several times. That's 11. So, you know, I want to do this guy next. This is going to be I guess this is going to be the Michi favorite here. Because this guy is made out of Chaos Marine parts. So he's going to be part of, House Moloch. Oh, we got the House Moloch members. At the moment, there's not a lot that's really known about these House Moloch guys. So they're a little bit of a Bloodhound's lore mystery. But what is known is that there are some prominent members that are members of House Moloch. What was that? Matthew Hipshire just subscribed. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Matthew Hipshire. Welcome to the stream. If that's even if he's even part of the stream, maybe he subscribed to something else, right? Maybe he just watched a video and he subscribed. I don't know. I can't really call that one, but thank you anyway. Well, it's good to know that that thing's still working. So I guess that means that, you know, notifications are on the menu over here. In Slathe the Space Marine. You want your notifications to get through? Well, that just showed that they probably do. There you go. Do you get that on other channels? Probably. There's a good chance of it. But it's cooler when it's over here. Because I have the greatest followers, the greatest audience, the greatest subscribers. I have the best people. I have the best people. Because like minds, you know, joined together. So, that's going to be Moloch guy all done up with his backpack. I think I did. Yep, good. All of the vents and stuff. Good, good, good. So that means that now, let's see. How many is that now? I'm losing count already. So that's 12. So there should be 8 more. 8 more to do. So, just move them all down onto there. Why not? Makes sense. Makes sense to me. What's your problem? Alright. So now I think this is getting into the home stretch, right? Let's see, how long have I been going for now? Hour and 10 minutes. Tiny break in between. A little bit of a dying session. But that's alright, because this is Thanksgrossing. And let's see, so if I'm at 12 out of 20, I think this is going to line up. Because it took me 40 minutes to get 8 of them done before, right? So, in theory, I should be able to wrap these up and get these done by sundown. So let's get a little bit of paint on the palette so I can put it on the brush and then put on some plastic, resin or pewter. Okay. Oh boy, what am I doing now? always stop when it's one of these ones. I need to make sure that I'm doing this evenly. This one's always the tough one just because of the nature of open flat spaces. You know, you're not taping anything off. This is just going with it. You can fix it later. Fix it in post. We're doing it live. And this one is a little bit thinner. It's a little bit less opaque than the previous dabs of paint that we had here on the palette. Alright. Man, that went on wet. Alright. Alright, it's like still staying strong to being wet there. Alright, so let's just even it out a bit, and then move on to the other side. I'm probably going to have to go back and do some areas. So it looks like there's some missed areas and some parts where it went on rather thin. So it seems to be able to one and done it before, which I mean isn't really the most advisable, but sometimes when it gets it done, I mean, can you really argue with the results? When you have that perfect recipe of paint and painting medium. I mean, the ratio. It's perfect. Let's get a little bit of that. What was I needing to do again? It was this side, I think, right? Alright, that looks... I need to check this side here. Alright, that looks alright. It looks alright. Looks alright to me. Alright, so let's move this guy into the done for now pile. There are 7 more. I'm making great time here, I believe. Oh, this needs a little bit on this flamer here. A little bit on the shoulder, it looks like. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to need some more on the palette then. I'm going to need to start over with what I got there, because it looks like that's the last of that, so let's grab a little bit more. That is a dollop right there, so let's just go with that. Bam. Oh, man! Is it just going to be all of these ones left? I would have thought that there would have been more of the other ones. Unless this is just some Zinch trickery here. Turning all the backpacks into the ones with the open space. Because it was like, oh, that's the one that he trips up on, huh? Well, we got a surprise for him. Let's bring some truth and lies into this one. Let's distort some reality a little bit, and there we go. Now all the rest of them have that. Enjoy, Slathe. Oh. There we go. That's maybe a bit much. Can I pull some of that out? Oh, there we go. This is really relaxing music. It's really vibe, really chill. It's definitely chill. Okay. So that's 14. So there are 6 left. Alright, now. Oh, there we go. Skull Guy. Good old Skull Guy. Can always rely on Skull Guy. Michi's head is munted. What? Michi's head is munted. I don't even know what I'm saying. What does that mean? I'm gonna need you to explain that one to me. Because I don't really have so much flexibility where I'm gonna be looking it up right now. I need to be kind of pushing my time on this one. Just to make sure that I keep up with that. I like to keep it 2 hours, right? If it has to go longer, I mean, I guess it will, but I would prefer, if possible. It's been a long time since the 8-hour live streams. Jeez. Fancy a hobnob, Gung. Oh. Oh, hey, Gung. How's it going? One for every hole. I was just saying how this is the best audience. Right, and now we've got Java back. It's perfect. So let's see, 6 more, and then I can wrap that up. Let's see, let's just give that a little bit of a thin thing here. And Gung, if you're not already, you know, you can. There's a link in the description. You can join the Discord server if you would like. It's very exclusive. And then, all right, just give this the quick and cheap attention that it needs for these assault on Blackreach Marines. They're practically like the Green Army men. So they'll get the attention they deserve. Started painting my kill rig today, aiming to get it done for member models on Friday. Oh, like on Valrak. Yeah. I'm gonna have to... Well, I don't have to do anything, but... Maybe I'll get something whipped together for that at one point. I've just got a bunch of old pictures. And then right now, it's not going to be too impressive looking at a bunch of this. And I get that, right? This isn't... But that's not what this is, right? This isn't, hey, let me teach you pro-star painting. This is just a casual hangout. This isn't Golden Demon, by the way. Have you figured that out? This is not Golden Demon, to anybody who might have the misconception that I'm going to be raising the bar. I'm going to be James Cameroning this thing, right? We're going to be doing like some OSL, some non-metallic metals, right? Right? Each and every model that's been built has been re-proportioned so that way they're true scale. They're all magnetized. Each and every one has LED lights. There's a radio transceiver in all of them so that way you can use your phone to make each and every single individual model do lines from the Dawn of War video games. So, this isn't that. This is getting it done. A bunch of cheap toys acquired for cheap. So that way they can get done because they've been well abused in the sense of sitting in a box for years. Doesn't mean I'm not going to try. But right now, you know, I'm putting down the bricks and the cement, the foundation. You need a foundation to build up on. And if you're building a really big house or a really big batch of toys, you're going to need to do a lot of foundation work. You can't just start building the master bedroom. I mean, maybe you can. I don't know. I'm not an architect. But, you know, you gotta bring this up. You gotta do all the groundwork first. You can't just sit there and have your dessert all the time, right? You got sometimes you gotta eat your P's and your Q's. I don't know what Q's are. But, you know, that's what you gotta do. Okay, I'm definitely gonna need some more paint on the palette. This is running thin here. Alright. And then, when that one's done, if there's just 3 more, because this is kind of powerhousing through this. And I still got plenty of time for what I would want to be doing. So I guess I could, like, switch it up. This is a hangout, right? I could just kind of do whatever after. Let's see what nonsense that I can get away with. All right, I'll let that part dry for now, and then what's that? Oh, little cat hair. That is going on goopy. All right. Well, I mean, going on thin and watery, but it's going to be the same effect if I don't draw some of it out. So let's just get what I need down there, do a little bit of a blob there with it. That looks fine. Absorb that. There, a little bit more of a absorb job. And it's fine, because this stuff's super thin. So it's going to stay wet enough that I can pool up any excess sort of paint that might reduce sort of things like these vents here. You know, like imagine those being completely flat with paint. Ugh. That would be pretty embarrassing, wouldn't it? But you know, don't do this at home, kids, but all of this paint has been pre-thinned. It has been pre-thinned in the pot. Right? So unless you know what you're doing, don't do it. Get a grown-up or somebody with like a higher IQ. And they can figure it out. And then you will be able to have just beautiful, instant, thin paint. And you won't have to do all this, you know, thinning and thinning and thinning all the time. You just have the recipe. And then you're good. That's how it's done. Alright, what's this need? This is definitely going to need another coat. Alright, so let's go over all the trouble areas here. It really just needs just a quick brushing over here. There we go. So that's good. So then there's 3 more. Wow, I'm making really good time today. And then next time, I'm not going to do this today because I don't want to do it. So the next time I'll be doing helmets, and I'm going to need to divide the helmets of. Is that going to show up? It's not, is it? There's these like Crusader kind of Dark Angel helmets, and then the Mark 7 Darth Vader-y ones, and I'm going to need to do one in a quad pattern and then one in a split pattern. So I'm going to batch them up into 2 smaller little batches, so that way it just becomes kind of a rinse and repeat. You know, on all of these ones do the quad pattern, on all of these ones do the split pattern. And then actually, you know, what I'm also thinking about, what else I have to do. I have to go back to those missile launcher marines that come with these guys. And they're also going to have the split pattern, because I believe, last I checked, that's how I do the Mark IV. And the thing is, though, I might need to be looking at how the missile launcher backpack is done, and then I might actually revise it if I'm looking at it and I go, actually, this is better. I'm going to be going back onto some older toys and then updating them to what's going to be the modern move forward with that, because the missile launcher one was just kind of a rush job originally, and it's actually one of the ones that's kind of reverse to all the other ones, just because of how it just kind of ended up. So we'll see how that actually unfolds, because that's going to be a whole other mystery that I'm going to need to unpack, look at, analyze, get a team of scientists out to go over scores of evidence, and like get like the magnifying glasses out and like really check these out on like a fine point needle pen dotted line. And then everybody can finally play 10th edition. I hope nobody's been like trying out this game without me so far. I'm sure everyone's been waiting for me. So let's get her done. That's looking pretty evenly covered there. All right. Oh, his knee. I gotta do his knee thing. Oh, and I guess the gun clips. I need to get those. And I'll check that comment in a second. I can see it in like the corner of my eye, and it's just kind of like, read the comment! No, just keep painting. I've not played a single game with a fully painted army, if that counts. I'm sure it does. But I've not played... I've really not played this game actively since about 6th edition. So I guess I'm going to be in for a world of hurt finding out what the game's going to be like, I imagine. It's going to be totally different than what I'd be normally used to. So I'm probably just going to get blown out of the water. Because there's all sorts of things that are in the game now that have really kind of just changed it forever, unless those things go away. Like, the last time that I was playing this game regularly, I think that was when my friend had just gotten the Orc Stompa model, and it was a new model at the time, right? So this thing was overpowered, I would want to say. It had like this infinite gun that could shoot forever until it fucked up. And then on top of that, the thing was just a beast with all sorts of things and tricks to make it even more invincible. So when I take that into consideration, when there's like knights now and like giant demon primarchs, like this is the Dragon Ball Z of the game that I remember when I was younger. So I mean, I'm probably, when I play this game, I imagine I am in for a shock, right? Like, what have you become, Warhammer? What have you become? I am what you've made me. I think that fits. I think that's apt. That's Warhammer. Oh, shaky cam. Let's fix that. That Warhammer is the Darth Vader of its former Anakin Skywalker. It's more product now than art. They're called magazines. What? Wait, is that like Street Fighter in the background? Alright, give this guy the reach around here. Side vents. You said gun clips. What? I did? I don't remember saying that. Well, I'd say clip it, but I guess magazine it? Just make sure that's just even everywhere. Alright, that one's... let's give that a double check. There's a couple spots that look like it could just have a touch. Just like right there. Right there. Alright, that looks good for that. Last guy. Last call. Last Marine. Powered through it. Now, after that... After this, it's just going to be backpacks, and then if I missed any other minor details that are going to need to be done, but I can get those in like a later step. Well, the minor details if I don't notice them on the helmet step. Or if there's anything that I need to relay, like do in like another layer or something, I can do. How dare you, Slathe? Replaying, did you see it? I don't even know what I did. I didn't do it. Alright, this guy's got... So, you know, that guy has a crooks on his armor. So this guy's then clearly like he's a veteran sergeant. He's not just a regular sergeant, I imagine. If he's able to have the crux terminatus on his backpack. I believe that that's what that would mean. So that means that the Assault on Blackreach Sergeant is able to wear Terminator armor. Like he has the training or the authority or whatever he needs. He has the right to wear Terminator armor. So does that mean he's also a Terminator Sergeant? If he's a sergeant of a tactical squad, but he's also got Terminator honors, so he can wear Terminator armor if he wants. Is he a regular Terminator then? Or is he also a Terminator Sergeant? And what does that mean about the tactical squad then? If they have these kind of like not really a crooks, but kind of a crooks thing, and the Dreadnought has that, like, is this a veteran tactical squad? Like, I know these are kind of unnecessary questions, and we're never going to get an answer to it, but the question still kind of remains. It's still a bit of a curiosity at that point. Get this thing with a little bit more. Is there anything else that this guy needs? Oh, his leg. Yeah, definitely his leg. I can see where it was like right through to the red on that one. Like the Indomitus cross on Assault Marine wrists. Yeah, it's like that. It's kind of similar to that symbol, so I'm not exactly sure what the deal is with that symbol. Considering these came out a long time before Indomitus. I think that's pretty much that for these, but I already have some paint on the palette and I don't want to waste it, so just going to go over some of these areas, just kind of make sure that some of the ones that, like, I'm not even going to go over to this quick and sloppy. Give it a sloppy floppy. Get that evened out. That has a little bit of a touch-up. Anything else need any touch-ups? It's only going to be this most minute thing anyway, because there's only so much paint here. And then after that, these are done for today. Alright. Let's put all this aside. We don't need any of that. Campaign badges, participation awards. Yeah, it's all sorts of things. Oh good, he is done now. I can stop watching. Wow, thanks, Crunk. Awesome. Alright, so let's see, we got... Where's the work down here? So there's 5. And then there's another 5. And another 5. Come on. Let's get this done. Alright. So I got this block of 20 of them right here. And then the next time I'm working on these guys, it's going to be on their helmets. And then their red and black base coating, I believe, is pretty well done at that point. And then I'm going to be moving on to the next batch to get them all up to speed. And then it's going to be adding all the different colors. Yeah, alright. Sweet. Awesome. Big camera. So, I don't know what to do. I finished it. I suppose this is the hangout part of the hangout. That means if I'm done. Remember, this is an adult show for grown-ups where we do things that adults do, and in this, whoa, it's not that kind of thing. It's still YouTube, okay? Put away the lotion. I was just talking about having a cigarette. I know the sound of my voice and this doesn't just get up in the morning like this, right? I get it. I understand. So, what do we got next? Congratulations. Awesome. Thanks, Java. Alright, so then it'll be helmets next time. And there's still the 3 missile guys, and there's also the C-100, so 1987, I think he's lead as well, Imperial Space Marine that I'm going to need to work on. And that one's going to need a little bit more of fine care, just to make sure that it really matches, because I only have, I think, 1 or 2 other Imperial Space Marines in the range, and I want to make sure it matches, just because it's such a rare thing. I mean, how often am I going to be painting that? It's just, you can't even find, like a paint-your-own color scheme for that thing. That thing doesn't exist. No one knows about Imperial Space Marines. Slag. That's like Scooby-Doo or something, right? Like, ghost! Or no, that's Casper. That's Casper, the friendly ghost. So, next time's going to be helmets. And then, I guess, and that's going to be significantly less than doing the backpacks, because it's only so much surface area. So at that point, I'll probably, it'll be a double feature. It'll be the helmets And then from that, it'll be a double check on everything just to make sure everything's all up to the snuff on that one. And then once that's all moved and done and we're all happy with that one, then that's when I'm going to pull out the 10 Plasma Cannon Devastator guys. Because Plasma Cannons, I think you can't have enough of them. You need more. How many? I don't know how many you have, but you need more Plasma Cannons. I can guarantee you this. Plasma Cannons. How can I guarantee you this? I made it up. So believe me, bro. Just believe me. It's the truth. And you know it's the truth because it's got the Slathe approval. Slap that on there. Do I actually even have that as a thing? Is that... I guess I don't. But that's okay. That's okay. I don't need it as a thing. I could make it one, but... we don't need it right now. We can get to that, okay? There's plenty of future to go around. Right? We've got this all planned out. We got this by the balls. Okay? The plan isn't set, and it's in motion, and it's pushing forward into a future of a lot of painted toys, which will eventually also get their bases done. I swear. I swear I will eventually do bases. I just want to have them all done so they can have matching bases. I don't want things to stick out. All right, so we're gonna get there. We're gonna get some. We're gonna take some because we're lean, mean. What are we? Lean, mean. All right, so after that, 10 Devastator Marines. Amazing. Brilliant. Right, but then after that, there's gonna be 35 veterans. Right, there's gonna be 20 Scratch-Built, Kit-Bashed, Skirndard. Right, we're going to use those Skirndard Marines. And then we got the Vlambergs, right? So we got the Vanguards and the Sternguards. And they're all Kit-Bashed, different Marines. And so those are all going to come together. And then once everything's all done and painted and all that, then all these toys are going to be mixed around. And some of these veteran squads are just going to be dismantled. And they're going to be turned into a series of different veteran sergeants across the chapter. It's going to be beautiful. You're going to need to be there for it, right? There's going to be tiers. It's going to be amazing. Like, people are going to get promoted. People are going to get demoted. People are going to become, like, lieutenants. You don't have enough lieutenants or lieutenants, depending on where you are regionally and how you want to pronounce that word. So, keeping that in mind, there's plenty to go around, and there's going to be lots of stuff to be able to do in the future. There's going to be lots of things to be doing in the future. And I mean, that's the thing. You got to keep those future opportunities open and bright, right? You got to have all the options. There's going to be tons of Marines, of course. There's going to be land speeders, bikes, tanks, building stuff, right? Once I select a nice hobby saw and some things like that, maybe I'll do flying land raider building things, right? I can have people point it out, like, hey, you're doing it wrong, right? And other people going like, no, you got to do this, right? The helpful ones and the not helpful. I'm going to need to have both of those, right? There's a whole ecosystem that we're going to need to have here on Slathe the Space Marine, live, right? There's going to be lots of stuff to do. Thunderhawk, right? Going to need to build one of those, right? Gonna need to make sure that we stay gross. Right? El Capitano Mio Grosso. You know what that means? It means gross. So, there's lots of things that we need to be doing. There's so many options. And once all the tiny little bitty space marines, all these ones that are all like little itty bitty, right? Once they're all done, there's going to be tall space marines. I swear. I have some. I want to work on them, but I am doing these first because they are a several year-long backlog, possibly over a decade-old backlog that needs to be caught up on. And otherwise, it never will. It just never will. Why don't you sell them, Slathe? Because I already have them and I don't want to chase down new toys. That's nonsense. That's nonsense, you crazy. Right? We can paint toys that are going to be much more modern soon, eventually. We'll mix it up. Maybe it'll be one of the next things. I can't make these promises just yet. Promises, right? I can't make them just yet. I need to get there before we can make these corporate cold decisions. Okay? That's what this is here. It's a corporate cold business here on Slathe the Space Marine. This is pure bidness. Okay? With a capital D. A big D. So, I'm looking forward to the future. Future's bright. Gotta wear shades. I don't know where they are. They're somewhere around here. But the important part is family. Right? Family. Like that guy said in that movie, Chronicles of Riddick. It's a family thing. And this is a family show for families. I mean, it's not. It's absolutely not a family show. This is an adult show for grown-ups, like you. Not me, though, because I'm pretty much a grown man-child for your entertainment. So, Brother Marines, 500 members and you build an Orc Stompa. Wow. 500 members and you build an Orc Stompa? I'll hold that. I will hold that, Michi. If there's, when I reach 500 members, which I don't even have, I can't even get members yet. When I get to 500 members, then, because that's, you know, it'll be some tug of war to that one, right? I will build a Stompa. I will build a Stompa. That is a signed contract. Slathe. Signed. Hold me to it. If I get 500 members on YouTube, I will build a Stompa. Okay? Remind me. Clip that if you need to. If you need the evidence to go, well, look, Slathe, you said, right, you're going to build a Stompa, right? And you gotta hold that to it. You already have 5 members. What? What? What are you Bro, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? What? What are you talking about, Michi? You already got 5 members. What are you talking about? You're wrong. You're wrong, Michi. You're wrong. You're wrong. Okay? Let me count it with you. 1, 2, 3. You're wrong. Okay? Nano machines, son. Nano machines. 4. I don't want to be a member. Oh. Well. Even little members are important. Right? So, it doesn't matter big or small. A member's a member. No matter how tall. Right? This is a shout out to the frog. Alright, so. Time to wrap it. Time to dial it down. Time to wrap it up. Wrap it up. You wrap it up. You wrap it up. You wrap it up. So, Slathe the Space Marine, that's me. Make sure to hit the like button. I don't know how many people we've had. Did anybody hit the like? I should have probably said it. Smash Captain that like button. That's right. Give it a deep strike, brothers. And I guess that's where we'll wrap that up.